Water for Kids is a small charity trying to provide clean water for the first time in communities mainly in Africa. We started in Peru in South America when there was a fact-finding event by some environmental health officers, but more recently we've moved into Africa, mainly East Africa, and in those countries we're predominantly in Zambia, Uganda, and also Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, and we've recently worked in Sierra Leone. You'll go to a village, ask them where they get their water from. Well, they'll have already approached us and said, that's where we get our water from, it's a muddy pond. And you'll get a muddy pond where not only do you take your drinking water, but you get the kids playing. People are cleaning their bikes, people are cleaning the cars, and the cows and all the animals are drinking it, whatever. Imagine the pollution in that pond. But if you investigate it, you'll find that pond is a natural spring. And if you go right back to the source by digging it out, getting rid of the mucky water and finding what we call the eyes of the natural spring, where the natural spring is coming up through the rock, and sample that water, you can find that that water is as good a quality as is coming out the tap in this building. Once we've agreed with the community and decided that it would be worth doing, because we're talking in the area of £1,000 or slightly more to at least protect that water source in a village, is there enough people who are going to benefit? So we normally have a minimum requirement of approximately 500 people. So if we end up doing that and there's 500 people and children involved, you're talking of £2 a person to get clean water when we're finished. And we work with our local Ugandan friends. We're not telling them what to do. These are Ugandan ideas, these are African ideas. This is their way to protect water. We just find them the money and go in and make sure it's done properly. Within 48 hours, sometimes even quicker, that water has come up, filtered up through those rocks, it's coming out the pipe at the front. People are going crazy with joy because all of a sudden, after living with a muddy pond for the last 200, 500,000 years, however long they've lived in that community, they've got a protected water source, which has cost between £1,000, £1,200, £1,500. Ecoegg have funded Water for Kids to protect a water source in Iganga, in the community where I go in Uganda. And I was there a few weeks ago. The water source is in perfectly good working condition. It's being used regularly by a community of 500 people.